guys, Coach Bricks, Coach James, the game changer. So I'm going to talk about breakfast, all right? Because I get a lot of questions from people, and I see people post stuff and all this. First of all breakfast means is I break my fast. So it doesn't have to happen at 5 a.m. in the morning, 6 a.m., okay, that everybody thinks it is, okay? And I see a lot of strength coaches, and why their heart's in the right place, I think they overdo it, that kids need to eat before they go to school. I'm not in that realm. I don't agree with that 100%. I think they need to eat before they go to school because they're so malnutritioned because of the crap that they do eat the day before and the weeks before, that now everybody thinks you need it. But if you look at most breakfast stuff, it's trash. Cereal, Pop-Tarts, bagels, you name it, all trash, okay? So I see why people think you need to have breakfast, all right, which we consider breakfast that early in the morning. I don't eat my breakfast typically anywhere between 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. That's when my breakfast is. Everybody said, that's not breakfast, that's lunch. No, it's when I broke my fast. That's when my fast usually breaks. That's when I do it. Sometimes it is until 7 o'clock at night. That's when I have breakfast, okay? What do I typically eat for breakfast? Number one thing I eat is eggs, constantly. I'll have anywhere between 5 to 7 eggs every day. And then before you go there and say, oh, the cholesterol, I'll talk about that in a whole other thing. Stop with the cholesterol stuff, okay? That's something fallacy, once again, somebody cons somebody on to get you to take a drug to lower your cholesterol. Something different, okay? So I eat that. If I have available something from the night before, sometimes if I have liver left over, I'll pop liver in, all right? I'll pop some type of liver in that I'll have, or some type of meat that I have. I'm trying to stay away from pork, so bacon and stuff I don't eat anymore, or very rarely do I eat it. But a lot of the other stuff, a lot of the other things, I have. You know, the thing is steak and eggs.
Yep.
That's one of the best things to have for breakfast. It's crazy, but it is. Our ancestors used to have whatever they made the night before for breakfast, because then they'd eat that and then they go get their hunt. Or they wouldn't eat at all, hunt, and then eat. So that would be their first meal of the day. So that's what the whole process is. Plus also, and let me know how you feel, but I know when I don't eat, right, when I know I got a great nutritious, you know, I've been eating healthy and all that kind of stuff, and I'm getting the right nutrition and stuff like that, when I wake up the next day, I don't need food to focus. I actually feel great. And when I do eat that crap, like the heavy carbohydrates with the pancakes, the waffles, whatever else there is, you know, the cereal, I mean, I feel like trash about a half hour later. I feel sluggish, I feel horrible. But everybody's telling you to eat that stuff so you get it in. No, don't, okay? Learn how to actually take care of your body so you don't. Like I said, I don't eat till like 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, whatever time it is before I have my first meal. Like I didn't eat till 11:30, almost 12 o'clock today. Last meal I had last night was about 6:30. And I felt great all morning long. All morning long, felt great, energized, all ready to go, focused on all the projects that I had, was awesome. So if I'm going along with what all these strength coaches and all these nutritionists, everybody else is telling me, I should feel like crap because I didn't have breakfast. But that's not true, okay? If I do eat something early, then it typically is eggs, but that's why I usually break my fast with my eggs. But something that affects. So what's your take on the whole breakfast thing out there?
I would probably say I'm pretty much in line with that. I know when I come up here early in the morning, I know a lot of those strength coaches and things like that, they'll always say, hey, you want to eat this before your workout. I come up, I'm here about 4:15 in the morning, and I haven't eaten anything. I won't typically eat anything till probably around the same time, typically around 10. I might start to have something, which will be some form of protein, whether it's my protein shake or something like that. I know you might not be the biggest fan of protein shakes, but, and then I'll have my, whatever I had for lunch or breakfast at that time, depending on if I've eaten anything at that point. But I definitely would say I feel the same way about when I am eating something that is heavier, especially if it's first thing in the morning, that it might take me a little bit longer to get going. Whereas it's something that is lighter and with eggs or whatever it might be, where then I'm like, okay, well, I've had this, I'm ready to go now. So I definitely think I've noticed a change where I have those kind of heavier carb meals, and I've kind of stayed away from them recently because I've noticed that big difference.
Yeah, so excellent. I'm 100% with that, with the whole thing with the heavy carb meals. So if you are going to eat before you... Hey guys, it's Coach Bricks with the Game Changer and Explosive Sports Performance. Hey, I want you to sign up for one of our assessments, all right? We have 3 different assessments that you can do. You can go to free assessment, a base, or an advanced, all right? These allow us the opportunity to see where you can improve, where you need to improve, where you're weak, or where you're deficient in your movement, all right? We've done this with hundreds of athletes, hundreds of people, and we've had huge results when we show them what's wrong and when they actually commit to the program that we're in. So click the link, make sure you sign up, choose the one that you want, get yourself in here, and let's see how we can make you a better athlete. Whether you play a sport or whether you don't play a sport, doesn't matter. We want to make you the healthiest person possible. Go to school, okay? Because I know a lot of strength coaches push that stuff, push it. Oh, you want to gain weight, you want to gain weight, you want to gain weight, okay. Then get yourself up early. If you had fish the night before, or you have leftovers, pop it in. If you had steak, whatever, pop it in. Chicken, pop it in. But also then get some eggs. Get yourself up early, get the eggs. I understand they're expensive. Find pasture, so find a farmer around you. Hopefully it's farms that sell the eggs. Get those, all right? They're gonna be the nutritious ones. The other ones, while they're okay, it can be like I said earlier in one of my other talks when we talked about the fruit. Okay, you need 3 to 1 nowadays. You need 3 to match the 1 that you used to get before the nutritional value. Same thing with the eggs, okay? You might need 3 eggs to match that 1 nutritional value of what we used to get before. So if you're gonna do that, make sure you get up earlier and have that stuff. Get rid of the cereals, get rid of the bagels, get rid of that stuff. Every once in a while, if you wanna have that, great. I'm not against it, but get rid of that stuff, okay? You just don't need it. If you can maintain stuff and you don't need anything and you're sharp and focused during school and your lunch is at 10:30, 11 o'clock, and that's gonna be your first meal, awesome. Then have a nice big lunch, okay, because you're breaking the fast, I should say, and have that and then go to town, okay? So then you're energized. Not a heavy carb day, because in the second half of the day is gonna be bad. But you can have something, you know, good nutritious wise, and then like I said, I would have a snack if I'm an athlete right there, right at the end of school, right before practice or whatever I'm doing, okay? If you don't, try, if you're not going in, okay, to school, or you can do your things right, then wait. Learn how to intermittent fast so you can actually have more energy, more focus, that when you hit 11, 12 o'clock, we'll be ready to go. I like to see a 17-hour, you know, at least fast. That's when the autophagy sets in. I talked about this in another talk about how important that is. Starts ripping apart some dead cells and starts cleaning you out. So if you get to the 17-hour mark, that's when it typically starts to happen. 18 is better. All right, and that's what I try to go for, 18 every day, and then I'll do my 24-hour fast, usually once a week. But that's just me. But breakfast, all it means is breaking the fast no matter when you have it at any point of the day. That's all it is, okay? It doesn't have to be that. Get rid of all the breakfast so-called cereals. They're all trash. The whole line should be out of the store if we did what we were supposed to do. Get back to what is healthy, nutritious, and that is what you had the night before for leftovers, not a McDonald's. So if you stop at McDonald's, don't reheat your McDonald's up. Okay, it's probably horrible too. But if you had steak, eggs, things like that, get that. Start piling on the eggs. Okay? So this is Coach Bricks.
Coach James.
Game changer.